You smell cat piss?
I did just a...
What's that face for? I've been including Jasmine in more and more of my videos because she's just tolerates everything I put. She's staring straight through my soul right now off camera. I'm gonna go out in the garage, baby. I love you so much and I hope you have a blessed day. Please don't hurt me. This is the song I sing when I'm happy about nothing. I tried to force a happy song and it didn't work out. I'm actually really tired. Doing the whole drive to pick up the CRX and then drive home. I knew it was a terrible idea because it was going to destroy the entire day Saturday, which we didn't get much done Saturday, but I did get the car into the garage and I got some parts laid out that need to be installed on the car. So, a couple things on the car since returning it to Kentucky. A lot of things I want to redo actually. The car, it seems like the car has just sat for the last year or so and it's been gone. Still got fuel tech up there. I got some exposed wiring down there that I can almost guarantee was from me. So that's cool. That's my fault. Got a Kirky seat. The Kirky seat sucks ass. Which I hope I can say ass without YouTube taking our monetization away. But the Kirky sucks. It's not supportive. There's no back brace, so it's just not a situation I want to be involved in. So I'm gonna get rid of the Kirky. New wheels and tires were put on it. We got some RE71R tires and some Koenig. I think Decagram is the type of wheel. And then the other thing is the rear spoiler broke off. And it seems like these are just resined to the bottom bottom part of it. And it looks like they just separated from this faux carbon or this, whatever this material is. So fix that, rehab this, maybe have it vinyl wrapped, carbon or black, maybe just paint it, I don't know. Shape, so no worries there. Again, some rewiring needs to happen. And then on the engine bay side, a little disappointed. It's got a coolant leak from somewhere. I believe it's a new radiator that was installed, so hopefully a loose hose clamp or something. If not, I'm not sure, I'll just figure it out. So get a better battery mount for it. Again, this is my trash. Get rid of this, put it in the trunk. Just kind of button this thing up a little bit more. And then I'm also gonna rewire the fuel tech because right now it's set up for batch fire. So 2 injectors at a time. I'm gonna rewire individual injectors. And then I also ordered the same unit for this car as I did the S14 that I'm doing. I have Mako Motorsports out of Australia makes these super badass cluster mounts, and they take a while to come in because they come from overseas, obviously, but they make this for the fuel tech for the CRX chassis. So I will be getting one of these as well for the CRX, which I'm super excited about. And then all of these goodies get to go in the S14. And on the subject of S14, the 2JZ, well, the 1.5JZ engine, this engine will be going into the S14. Brock from Dynasty, he does all of our engine builds. Brock built the short block and he put the cylinder head on, checked the cylinder head stuff out, assembled head, assembled short block for me. And I just finished putting accessories and junk on it this morning. This thing just needs a couple more odds and ends and that thing will be ready to drop into the S14. But that's a whole nother, episode or series. This is about the CRX, or the CRX. Upgrades for the CRX. We have a Willwood front brake kit that's going to be going on it. Brackets, calipers, top or hats for the rotors and rotors themselves. We got a brake line kit going to be going on there. We got planted seat bracket. I also have a PCI seat bracket. That one under there is for side mount seat. Right now, I'm not gonna throw a side mount seat in the car because I don't know when or if I'm gonna track race it. So I'm gonna put the bottom mount seat that I have, an OMP, into the driver's side of that car. And that'll be in place of this Kirky. And I'll be posting that Kirky for sale, or I don't know, give it away, I don't care. It's a pile of trash and they suck for street cars. They suck for street cars if they don't have a back brace. They don't suck really that bad at all. They're not that uncomfortable. But do not run a Kirky seat without something to support the back of it. It's just a thin aluminum shell. So if it doesn't have a strong support structure underneath do not run it on the street. There's a lot of fixed racing seats like that that do need some back support. So make sure you do that properly. So this is the OMP seat that I will be putting into the CRX. Racing seats are always difficult for bigger people, and I'm a bigger person. I'm 6'2", around 220, 230, whatever pounds. And I can't find a seat that fits me well. I've sat in this thing on the ground. It's one of their lower end seats, like $300 or $400 seat. The actual side bolsters, they dig into my sides pretty good. I also got super wide lats because I'm like crazy strong. I'm just like a super awesome bodybuilder. I'm just really big and wide, so it's definitely not because I'm overweight. It's just because of how muscular I am. So it's a little tight in that, sidular region. Sidular is a medical term for fat ass. No surprise, the Kirky is obviously just a simple, easy pull-out situation, like a lot of people probably wish my father did when I was. Doesn't matter. Anyway, back over here we have the OMP. It's loaded in. I moved the seat bracket over to the OMP seat. Just for height reference, you can see how close it comes to the ceiling of the car. But as far as fitment goes, when you set up this doesn't have sliders on it, it's just a fixed position. So anytime you bolt the seat bracket down, it'll take some finagling to figure out where to mount the seat bracket in relation to the bottom of the seat. I'm 6'2", so I have to mount it pretty far back. And this is the first seat that I have ever had in a chassis that's this small, that clears, like the bolster clears perfect. Obviously the top clears, and I fit inside the car without my head smashing into the ceiling. So big props, big ups to OMP on that. I'm stoked on that. I gotta finish bolting it to, oh God, I shouldn't have dairy. I'm gonna pull the seat back out, tighten everything down with lock nuts and grade A hardware, and then put it back in the car for a final time once I clean the carpet and vacuum it all up. I wanna make this thing nice when it goes back together, which means I gotta bust out the old shop vac. Seat's back out, pulled it out. Now we get to do the old special, the used car special, bring back carpet, lifetime life stuff. The carpet rejuvenator. Hold on one second. Here you go. There you go. Carpet, my handwriting's really good. Rejuvenator. Rejuvenator. That's the special blend right there. All right, so the first thing, you can see I've already used about half of this. I did not film it, I apologize. The first thing is you just literally do an S pattern all the way down the carpet with just this. Then if you have a spray bottle, or I take a water bottle, I stab a flathead through it. And then I literally get a nice spray pattern over the top. Now, you grab a dish brush from dollar store or whatever. You can see I've already been scrubbing, and you start scrubbing. Once you're done scrubbing, you grab your wet vac and you just vacuum it out in a, like a nice stripey, whatever way. Still wet, and there's a lot you can't do. I mean, 30-year-old carpet's only gonna clean up so well, but the thing that sucks is any of the plastic center pads on these older cars, all the trim starts to crack and get brittle. So there's really, short of replacing the entire carpet, you don't have many options. But the carpet itself now, clean, smells good, and I can put the seat in. Yeah, there you go. Fits like a glove. So anyone with EF chassis, the OMP, I think it's the Street is what it's called. I'll have to, or maybe the Style, maybe the Street Style. I can't recall, but fits like a glove. Sweet. All right, so seat's in, carpet's clean. Now to move on to front brakes. Before I go to front brakes though, I'm probably gonna try to figure out what's happening here, because that sucks. I'm just gonna come back to that. For now, we are getting the brakes installed. These are brakes that are on it. And also, when I got the car back, they brought some companions. Hopefully there's nothing left in there. Just to be Just to be safe. Just come on. This could be bad. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, can you get the door? You want this in the house?
What is there?
It's just a dirt wobber.
No!
Dirt wobber.
No!
Dirt wobber.
No!
Dirt wobber.
No!
Dirt wobber. No! All of the Willwood stuff is strewn about. Just for a size comparison, this is, here, let me just square up on this. Obviously the rotor's installed backwards just to show you. So this is like the Logan rotor, and then underneath it is the Rye rotor. So you can see, we're just gonna go ahead and upgrade is what we're doing. All right, so let me see if this could focus up. First thing is disconnecting the brake line. Obviously, that can't come off without the brake line that comes off. If you don't have brake line specific flare tools like these, buy a set. They'll make your life way easier. If you just try to use a regular open-ended wrench, you will break, or rather strip, the brake nuts every single time. These wrenches for the whole set at Harbor Freight are very cheap, and that's all this is a Harbor Freight Pittsburgh brand brake line wrench. And then you got a couple caliper mounts that hold the caliper to the hub itself, and then the rotor pops off, and then we can start going back together with the Willwood stuff. Stock stuff's pulled off. The Willwood caliper bracket is bolted on. I like to keep my instructions right where I can see them with all the parts strewn about. So it takes me 15 to 20 minutes to try to figure out what bolt coats where. What bolt goes where? Bit of boot turn tape. What bolt goes where? The rotor I throw on, it comes unassembled, so the hat and the actual disc is separate, and it comes with the hardware to bolt the hat to the disc. So once you assemble that and you torque it down, I throw it on. I don't have these set screws. They're missing from, or they were broken off rather, and I had to extract them. I don't have replacements. So I just use a lug nut to hold the rotor in place while I fit a set of pads to the caliper and then get ready to bolt the caliper onto the new Willwood bracket. The next step after that is realizing that the wheels that are on the car don't fit the caliper kit, and rip all the shit back off and put those back on. That's the next step. I'm really fine. This is fine. I'm not mad. This is fine. Yeah, there you go. Willwood brakes. Quick install. Really stoked. Not upset at all. Now, I'm not even mad about the brakes not fitting. I got them with the car. But I'm mad because I have to list them for sale and deal with morons like this. Says big brake kit, yet shows picture of the rear caliper. LOL. Woo! Man, I hate listing stuff for sale. Again, that's the only reason I'm mad, because I know that I'm going to have to sell that, and I got to deal with dickheads like that. Selling used parts, or even like parts that were bolted on like these, and dealing with the scabs that feel like they need to comment because they have nothing better to do. Just really, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. One more thing though, just one more thing. Dude, it's not even like it's under my skin. I'm not even mad. Like it's not even like gonna think about it. I'm fine. So whatever, dude. Just like the dickhead in the video of the Fox body that's like, you just ruined the car with the LS swap. Idiots like you make mine more valuable. No, we didn't make yours more valuable, you moron, because you probably drive some 1987 pile of shit that's rusted to hell, and you're never gonna have on the road again anyway, so shut up! Shut your face! Just shut your whole face! Shut it up! Whew. So that's all I got for this week's episode. Next week, I'm probably gonna go to church and ask for forgiveness because I'm gonna burn all their houses to the earth! I'm gonna burn them to the earth. I'm gonna build them up again. I'm gonna burn them again. God! Last thing for real. If you could just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, that'd be cool. Gotta lower my blood pressure and stop yelling so much. Probably gonna take a nice warm bath. I want to start screaming again so bad. Everything in me is telling me to start yelling again because the camera's on, and I feel like I should start screaming at all these morons that comment. But instead, I'm just gonna say everybody that is cool and chill, which is like 99.9% of the people that follow our page. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate everything you do for us. So have a blessed evening. Go put some Sheryl Crow on and just forget about the day.